Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for what I'm hoping will be a Thinking Thursday. A Thinking Thursday. I'm combining two ideas that I want to bring to you just for you to think through. Hey, Edge. For you to think through. Hey, Bridget. Bridget, I'll give me a ring afterwards so that we can continue that conversation. Hello, hello, hello for all who are jumping in and joining me on both platforms, YouTube and Facebook Live. Okay, so where I want to go with this. One of my daughters always says this, and I think it rings very true. Opinions with only half-baked knowledge. When you walk around and you have fully cemented opinions about anything, and yet your knowledge on that topic is only half-baked, that's a dangerous place to be. Sorry, YouTube. Okay, YouTube is saying I don't know if that's still going. Okay, you're back, YouTube. But anyway, to have fully formed, fully cemented, fully ingrained opinions and yet have only half-baked knowledge after that or surrounding that. You cemented your opinions with only half-baked knowledge. That's a dangerous place to be. And then in the book that I'm doing a book club on, and you all, well, if you follow me for any length of time, you know that months ago, I said I challenged myself and therefore challenged you all, got it from somewhere, to go through and read How to Be an Anti-Racist. Ibram X. Kendi is the author, Kendi. Ibram X. Kendi is the author of How to Be an Anti-Racist. But not just read it on your own, find someone of a different race, of a different ethnicity that you can walk through this book with. He has a whole study guide to go with it and all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, so a part of this, a one-liner from one of the chapters that we were in last week said that racist ideas love believers, not thinkers. And I thought about what my daughter was saying, that when you have a fully cemented opinion but only half-baked knowledge to support that, that's a dangerous place to be. Because the book is about racism and how to be an anti-racist, he's specifically saying that racist ideas love people who are just believers and not thinkers. They love people who will just grab onto something because, yeah, well, my mom and them said, and this is what I heard, and did you hear that? And girl, they love, it's like a ripe breeding ground for racist ideas. I could throw in a whole lot of other isms, xenophobia and ageism and sexism, and fill in the blank with a lot of the detriments that are to our society today. But my encouragement to all of us today is to make sure we don't fall into that category of being just a believer without being a thinker. Make sure we don't fall into that category of having fully cemented opinions about a topic and you only have the half-baked knowledge to go along with, to supplement, to support your opinions. If anybody asks you 2 questions about why you believe what you believe, or 3 questions about why where'd you get that opinion from, you're done. You're already out of the game. You can't continue to say, well, that's just what I believe, and that's... Where's the substance to it? As we journey through and close out October, finish out 2020 with 2 months remaining, 2 and some change, if we're going to become the best version of ourselves, we have to be thinkers. We can't just go along accepting things without thinking them through. And so I am like I challenge you, like I challenge myself. You need to be in environments that cause you to think. You need to be in environments that have you saying, ooh, I need to go. That is not, I don't have any substance to that. I got to get deeper, but I got to go read. I got to go learn. I've got to go study. We need to be in those kinds of surroundings so that we don't find ourselves on that end of the spectrum, fully formed, cemented opinions, and only half-baked knowledge. Again, you're not even deep enough to answer 2 questions behind why you believe. And that's in any area that you feel strongly about, that you are adamant about, that you are passionate about. You need to make sure that you've got some depth of understanding. Now, you might not be the subject matter expert, but we've got to be able to stand flat-footed and say why we believe what we believe, why our opinion is so strong about this topic. And so, and listen, that's not anything to be intimidated about. Oh, well, I better just close my mouth because I believe it, but I ain't all like that. I'm not I don't study it like that. There's no need for intimidation. It is simply a matter of reading, studying, being exposing ourselves to those who know more about the topic, and check your sources. But that's where I want to go with you this morning. That's my challenge to you. And that is for all of us, regardless of our age, regardless of our season in life, regardless of the titles that we may carry, the positions that we hold. Ensure that those opinions, those passion areas that you care so deeply about, make sure you can at least answer, the why you believe that. If you're stumped after 2 questions of, where'd you get that from? Wow, how did you come to that conclusion? And you already just go to emotion because you don't have any data, you don't have any documentation, you don't have the why behind why you believe it. That's too shallow. That's too shallow. So I challenge myself. This particular book, again, the challenge came back when, right after George Floyd's death, and our nation started blowing up again. So, we can remain emotional about a topic, but if change is going to come, we got to move off of emotion. We are our worst enemy. Okay, well said, Yolanda. We lose because we support ourselves fully. And listen, if you go, I say fully support something, but you better have some why behind the support. We got to have some knowledge behind the why. There's got to be a why behind it. And so this book, he is challenging me in every chapter. I'm recognizing more and more how much I've accepted without even a question. Just how many things in our life, everyday life, I never challenged. I never stopped to say, really, why is that? And so if you're not in that environment, I'm challenging to position yourselves in an environment where you are no longer the smartest, the fastest, the wisest, the strongest. Okay, put yourself in an environment that challenges you, that stretches you, so that you don't have fully cemented opinions with only half-baked knowledge to back it up. Okay, that's my challenge for this Thinking Thursday. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, take real good care of yourselves. Many of our isms are learned. Absolutely. We need to challenge ourselves to see if they remain true. Well said, Mr. Hallmark. Beautifully said. We have to challenge ourselves. And some of that stuff we're going to have to unlearn because it no longer fits. It's no longer effective. It no longer works for you. You no longer believe it. Okay. Thank you for my additions. I love brilliance. I love brilliance. That's why I surround myself with all of you. Okay. Until next time, take real good care of yourselves.